On to semi-state once again. Just first off, man, how's it feeling to be at this point for a second straight year, still playing football and, getting a chance to go out there and make it to state?
I mean, it feels really good, always playing those extra weeks of football. It's good to be with the guys a little more weeks. Hopefully we still have a couple these last 2 weeks in us, I'm just hoping that we can continue and go to state.
Looking at your opponent for this Friday, second straight year you are heading to North Judson. What do you remember about that game, and how's it going to prepare you for what's to come this Friday?
I feel like last year's team, we did a really good job of minimizing mistakes, playing a really clean game of football, and it was probably one of our best games, honestly, and hopefully we can replicate that and hopefully we can get the win.
I know Coach talked to us. He said, last year was last year, this year is this year, but you guys won that one pretty much running away, and Coach said it's basically the same team back. How does that help you prepare for a game like this, knowing you're going to see a lot of the same personnel that they have from last year?
I mean, yeah, they got better. I mean, hopefully so did we. I mean, you always got to progress every year, always get better, but I mean, it's a lot easier, not having to wonder how good this player is. Because you've never seen them before. We've seen they're good players, and hopefully we're able to stop them.
How important is it to not really overlook this North Judson team, based on last year's result and, with it being easy to look ahead to a possible, trip to state again with possibly Lutheran on the line once again?
I mean, you can't overlook any team, It's a different week every single week, and a lot of our big plays came from Alex Curry, and he's not back. So a lot of our touchdowns came from him. I think all our touchdowns came from different players that aren't even here anymore, so it's going to be a completely different game.
What would it mean to you guys just to take care of business on Friday and get back to Lucas Oil?
I feel like it'd mean a lot, getting back there, but we weren't really satisfied last year getting second place. Hopefully we can win this week and next week, finishing off my senior year 15-0 and hopefully with a blue ring.
For you guys, you mentioned obviously Alex Curry, Blake Hirely, Nick Newey. Those guys were key cogs in that offense that helped you guys go up there and take care of business last year. What are you guys going to have to do differently this year to kind of replicate that success?
I feel like we just got to run our offense. We still got Keegan Bloom, we still got Gavin Cook, we still got Aaron Hershey in there. Hopefully we have Ryan Tester back. I think our offense is the same. Our guys just got to keep working our offense and keep doing what they're doing their jobs.
How excited are you guys to be back at this point, still playing football and getting a chance for another semi-state title?
Oh, we feel pretty good about it. We're pretty excited. It's always good to play in November and just keep playing, getting better and better in each week and advancing, and hopefully get to our ultimate goal.
What do you remember about last year's game against North Judson, and how's it going to prepare you for what's to come this week?
I remember the long drive for sure, but we just can't let that be a distraction or anything like that. We try to come out and play our best game whenever we get up there, and I remember it was really kind of cold, but we can't let that be a distraction either, so just keep on playing football and doing our best game.
Coach mentioned obviously a lot of the same guys back from that team, for them from last year. How's that help prepare you for a game like this, and what's it going to take for you guys to go out there and replicate last year's result?
I mean, experience-wise, it's going to help us a lot. I mean, no one's going to be overwhelmed or overlook anything like that, so we just got to go out and keep on playing hard and doing what we did all year. So.
Obviously, you guys have a lot of offensive production to, replace from last year's semi-state game with Blake gone, Alex gone, Nick Newey gone. How do you replace them, and kind of, what are the keys to your guys' success this week?
It's really just about stepping up and everyone playing hard and doing their responsibility and trying to do what they did. But obviously, you can't really do what they exactly did. But just stepping up and keep playing hard football every week. Hopefully, we'll have Ryan Tester back. But Aaron Hershey's been a big guy to step up and do the job.
How's this group feeling heading into this week? Obviously, a chance for a second straight trip to state on the line.
We're excited and all, so it's exciting to have an opportunity to go back there and hopefully repeat what we did last year and maybe even win it. So we're all excited about it and really prepared.
I was going to say, just knowing you're on the doorstep of going back to Lucas Oil, what would it mean for you guys just to get back to that stage?
It'd mean a lot, just to see us go back and compete down there again, and I mean a lot for the community and all that. So small school like us to go down there and have a chance at blue ring and something pretty big.
How's the group feeling heading into this week?
We are excited. I mean, it's a big challenge for us, and it's a big goal that we have been pushing for all year, trying to get back to the state finals, and you have to go through North Judson again to do so, and they are a well-coached, physical team, and it's going to be a challenge, but we are excited about it. We really are. Kids are up. Kids are going to have a lot of fun this week, preparing and getting ready to go, and hopefully it all goes well for us.
I was going to say, just knowing it's the exact same opponent in the semi-state,
Yeah.
just how much does that help having that familiarity from last year?
I think it definitely helps for both teams. I really think it does in preparations. We know them, they know us. I think it helps both of us. It also can hurt because we know each other so well after playing each other from last year's team, and we're relatively the same team. We both lost some key players, but we have a lot of our key players back. So it's going to be a big challenge for both teams to come out and try to do some things differently than what we did last year. And last year's game is over, and it's not going to be the same. And so trying to figure out how best to manipulate and add some things that maybe might benefit us. That's kind of what we're doing, and I know they're doing the same thing.
I know you mentioned obviously it's a new year, new game, but you won that one running away last
Yeah.
year. What do you guys remember about that game, and kind of what do you bring into this year, knowing that like you said, they are basically the same team?
They are, and we are too, except for one fact: we don't have Alex Curry and Blake Hirely and Nick Newey. The speed that we had on last year's team, we don't have it as much. We still have it in little areas and some components. So it is very different. We were able to take advantage of that speed against them early on, which I didn't think they were ready for, and they'll be ready for us this year for sure. And we're going to have to just try to make adjustments and do things differently. Whereas we relied a lot on our outside game last year. We may not rely on that this year. We just don't know yet. So we'll see what happens.
When you guys are, looking at this group, obviously, the Ryan Testers, the Ryan Blacks, guys who have been at this, point before, the Cody Lautzenheisers, all those guys. How much do you lean on those guys heading into a week like this, with so much on the line?
Well, they have to make us go. I mean, we rely on them tremendously. We as coaches have to be able to get them ready to go. We can't go out there and play. Our playing days are done. We rely on them to be a coach on the field, and all those guys are. I think Cody and Ryan in particular have just been outstanding leaders for us on both sides of the ball, and guys depend on them. They're kind of our vocal leaders, those two, and we depend on them so much to be able to get this team ready to go and lead on Friday nights and do the things that we need to be able to get done to be able to be successful.
What would it mean for you folks to take care of business on Friday and get back to Lucas Oil Stadium?
That's just a dream that everybody has. We fell short last year, and know that if we do win, it's going to be a huge challenge again. Whoever it is that we're going to play, whether it be North Decatur or Indy Lutheran, it's always going to be a challenge. But it's always a goal to get there, and our kids are excited about that. And I know North Judson's going to be excited about that. And there's probably some revenge in them that are wanting to get at us. So we got to be able to fight through all of that and go out there and not let the excitement take us out of our game. I think last year our guys did a really good job of staying focused. This team has that ability as well, and that's what I expect out of them. To us, and I know it seems strange, but it's just another game. It's another game that we have to be able to go play in order to achieve goals, and that's how we do it. We don't get focused too much on the excitement. We've been here before. We're going to go out there and play it like another game. That's really our mantra, and that's really what we try to do.